But can we actually talk about how Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead in English, is so not Mexican Halloween? It is a beautiful celebration on the 1st and 2nd of November to really honor those who have passed. So you might recognize symbols such as calaveras, the iconic skulls, or las catrinas, those elegant skeleton ladies, or ofrendas with favorite food, but it's all about celebrating their lives. And so now let me tell you some of the places you can experience this beautiful tradition here in Australia. We head to Brisbane. This is in collaboration with an arts collective, Latinoz Queensland, and the local Mexican community, putting together a 3-day event. I believe the organizer told me that Friday is sold out, but there's still Saturday and Sunday. There's going to be 20 Mexican artists there and artists from the diaspora. There's an art exhibition, there's workshops, y como una buena fiesta, there's DJs and music and comida mexicana. And now we're going to head to Northern Territory, the Mexican Association of Northern Territory with Melaleuca, Australia. Apologies if I got that name wrong. They're putting together an event on Saturday evening with an opening altar ceremony. So they really explain the meaning behind the altar, the symbolism. And then after that, they have music and traditional Mexican food as well. And then heading to WA, there is on Sunday evening, the local Mexican and Latin community are putting together a theatrical adaptation of Macario, which is a Mexican novel. It speaks to poverty and death, and they're tying that in with the Dia de los Muertos celebration. Then we're going to go to Victoria. One is iconic. I strongly recommend Si Puedes Ir, Tienes que Ir, called the Katrina Walk through Melbourne City, which ends up at Federation Square, and they celebrate Dia de los Muertos. This is a partnership with the Mexican Victorian Association, Mexbourne Dance Group, and I believe the local council there as well. Wish I could go. In Sydney, I'm hosting a Sip and Paint Dia de los Muertos at a Sip and Paint Studios. The chance to paint a skull. We have a painting teacher in there to teach you all the techniques. Obviamente, we have música latina, lots of music. You can bring your own snacks and drinks as well. And we have Mexican-American Nancy Diaz, who's going to be explaining the cultural significance of Dia de los Muertos, a little bit of the meaning behind it, the history. Also want to give a shout out to Lucha Fantástica, the Mexican wrestlers. They're touring across different cities in Australia as well. They are also tying that into celebrations with Dia de los Muertos. There is definitely a lot more events. So if you have an event or you want to explore more Dia de los Muertos events, I recommend heading to the Amiga Mía Latin and Hispanic calendar on the Amiga Mía website, and there you can either submit your event or you can check out the rest of them, or just pop them in the comments so people can see them straight away.